Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Scars and Stripes. We've got a great show in store for you this evening, and we are going to kick things off right now with a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Las Vegas, Nevada, he is one half of Creature Feature. This is Lazarus.
It's Creature Feature!
From Las Vegas, Nevada, let's welcome The Shade.
Taking it serious. Oh, and look at this, Lazarus. Lazarus don't give a damn. Lazarus jumping to Shade from behind. Lazarus came here to make Primo proud when he reviews the footage.
You know, his partner, Adriel Noctis, he's also in singles action. Once again, after a few weeks ago, taking Eli Everfly to the limit. And this may be where Creature Feature could be headed.
Lazarus looks like he hasn't even slept since the year 2000, and he might have been living in a womb back then, for all I know. Just out of his mind.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was looking for Primo for some consultation, but Primo was nowhere to be found.
Is that what you would call their discussions? Consultation. Oh, look at this. The Shade catches him, spins him through the air, and drops him stomach first, right on the steel. Crack a rib, but it'll definitely drive the wind out of you.
Oh, look at that, the swing and a miss from the Shade.
Now it looked like Lazarus creates himself a little bit of separation and takes advantage of it. Leaps up in the air and hits that kick.
Hey! Stand up! Give me your chair! Stand up! Give me your chair! No, you'll knock me out! I'll knock you out!
Lazarus wanted the chair from the fan, decided to get one elsewhere. What does he have in store for the Shade here?
This is for you!
I don't know. I thought he was going to try to give the Shade a lap dance for a second, because we know the Shade is always looking to twerk.
Lazarus not looking to twerk though. Full head of steam, round the ring he goes, but he walks right into that fist.
Maybe walking 70 feet around the ring is probably not the brightest decision on his part.
Fallaway slam back in.
And the match is now underway.
Yeah, the match is official. They've gotten back in the ring. Look at Lazarus, went right for the throat, but the Shade fights him off.
And the duck under. Oh! Spinning heel kick connects.
Shocked you knew that one. Right to the face of Lazarus. Lazarus able to kick out. Already the fans fired up for Shade. Going for that pump handle. Lazarus slides through the back door. The Shade, great leaping ability, but one step too slow because Lazarus was right behind him.
A little bit backfired right there on the Shade.
Hung up in the corner. Drop kick right to the back. Drives him chest first into the buckles.
And only a 2 count from Lazarus, looking to get a singles victory tonight against the Shade.
Be great for Lazarus to get that singles victory and make sure everyone takes notice of him, especially with some of the show-stealing matches his partner Adriel Noctis has had recently. The Shade, oh man, that just fired him up.
And the Shade looked to fire back, but no.
Tried to step through for the ambulance chaser. The Shade going for that pump handle again. Brings him up, right into an Emperor Explosion. Got him. Yeah, that's you. This. Great singles victory for the Shade. Had a great return to FSW in 6-man tag team action. A good showing in the 30-man Rumble on night 1 of the anniversary. And speaking of people with great showings in night 1 of the anniversary, these two had an interaction you would not have expected during that matchup. Strella entered herself into that Rumble, and now she's pounding away on the Shade.
You know, you would think she'd be content with eliminating from the Rumble, but this must be personal.
It's always personal with Strella. And we've seen Strella hold her own with some of the most dominant, some of the toughest in FSW. When she attacks you from behind like that, you don't stand a chance no matter who you are.
And Strella lays out the Shade. And it looked like she might have been looking for something under the ring.
She's got scissors. Well, yeah, go after him, Sid. And what? No.
Oh my God, what is she doing?
If anyone knows what kind of work that is to get hair like that in the FSW locker room, it's Strella. And she doesn't give a damn. She just went and cut off some of the Shade's locks. Choke slam. Tremendous display of power out of Strella.
And look at the females in the audience. They're cheering for what Strella just did.
But she's not done either.
You know, the Shade, an impressive victory against Lazarus, and the Indians have no time to enjoy it, as it looks like Strella is going to the top.
Well, somebody's got to get the Shade out of the way.
And she could have broke 3 ribs right there.
Yeah, the Shade. Strella land on him with a Vader bomb, and she's still not done. She's proved her point, and somebody's got to get her out of here. Some staff, some security, more officials. And once again, she's gone back to the hair. It's almost like a trophy for her, what she has taken from the Shade.
And for whatever reason that we have no idea why, but Strella, instead of having her sights on the Women's Championship, looks like she now has her sights on destroying the Shade.
And we don't know why. We're going to need more answers from Strella on what this is all about. Make sure, stay tuned in to the FSW social media accounts at FSW Vegas on Twitter, Future Stars of Wrestling on Instagram and Facebook.
And always want to send out a shout out to our great sponsors who really stepped it up over the last month or two. Las Vegas Fight Shop, Garth Wall. You need a car, go see our buddy Garth. Abraxas Energy Consultants. They are the official sponsor of the FSW Network, the Vegas Bad Boys of Podcasting, hosting the pregame show, and our good buddy Scott Hosey over at Tower Place Sports Cars.
Our next contest is scheduled for one fall and is a tag team matchup.
Thank you.
Introducing first, the team of Brandon G. and Ricky Tenacious. They are Greatness and Tenacious.
Greatness has arrived.
Come on, Jake. You know you love the name.
Well, I mean, whatever. It could be a one. Oh, they've teamed before, but it could be a one-time.
Yes, it does write itself, though.
Well, also speaking of writing themselves, Brandon G., a self-published author.
Yes.
Self-published author. Oh, he got a dedication.
Oh,
Ricky
boy.
Tenacious.
Wow.
What could Ricky Tenacious be singing to Joda Falco?
I don't know. I bet he's going to be trying to beg to get on the GCW FSW show that we've announced for August 21st. I saw that he's already given a list of who he'd like to wrestle.
I would like to see him wrestle G. Raver or Nick Gage.
Yes. What about Schlack?
Schlack's cool. You going to his book signing tomorrow? You think he's trying to sing the Russian national anthem or something, judging from this crowd.
Yes.
Did he have someone from the kids class write that for him?
It is definitely possible.
Well, Nick Xander, Chase Bell, a young tag team that are doing their best to climb up in the deep FSW tag team division. They have faced off with the champions, Cutthroat Cody and Jacob Austin Young, prior to them winning the titles. They did great in that matchup, but they need to rack up more wins before they can challenge for the gold.
No doubt about it. Greatness and Tenacious. And we've talked about Brandon G. He has improved immensely over the past year or so. And it's funny to say that a guy like Ricky Tenacious, a veteran, may be a good person to help mentor Brandon G.
Well, maybe they'll bring out the greatness in each other.
Well, he sure really hasn't been able to do it on his own, so it can't hurt.
Yeah, some people are more suited for tag teams. It's not a knock, it's just some people work better when they have someone else to help them focus. And speaking of focus, you got to wonder about Chase Bell and Nick Xander tonight. Chase Bell entering this contest with a broken nose. Nick Xander entering this matchup with 2 fractured ribs, courtesy of a spear from Watson at the anniversary event.
And you can just listen to the crowd. They are one of the most fiery tag teams we have here in FSW.
Well,
Nick Xander and Chase Bell.
Well, that's because Nick Xander and Chase Bell, they got into this to be the best they could possibly be. Injuries aren't going to stop them. The ones I mentioned earlier, they made sure they were still here tonight, competing in like a 90-plus degree building.
And he's competing with a broken nose, Chase Bell.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Along with Xander's fractured ribs. You know, the thing about a broken nose, not only is it painful, it's going to affect your breathing. And in a building like this, given the current heat, You need your cardio to be its absolute best, so you got to be able to breathe.
You know, you would think a guy like Chase Bell might want to take the night off, but he is a guy that he knows the opportunities aren't always there, and when he gets one, he is going to take advantage of it. And right now,
oh no! I mean, I still say Brandon G is better than exceptional, but I don't know if he's greatness.
yeah, no doubt about that.
Off the ropes goes Xander, rolls through into almost a reverse Rolling Thunder, and well, there's Rolling Thunder essentially.
I thought this match was going to be all over already.
Yeah, it was like a storm was coming for Brandon G. Got to make sure he's still healthy enough for his book signing tomorrow. We got a blind tag out of Xander and Bell. Tenacious comes in, runs right into that arm drag.
Yeah, Brandon G is going to be at the local Circuit City signing autographs tomorrow, so make sure you're there from 2 to 4.
I thought he was going to go to Crazy Eddie's. Oh, right to the nose. He caught him with that punch. And Ricky Tenacious, not above breaking the rules to get the advantage in a match.
Well, in all honesty, why wouldn't you go for the nose?
Sunset flip. I mean, you can make the Sopranos joke if you want about how Ricky will be singing.
And so far, Greatness and Tenacious, they're kind of struggling a little bit.
Now we're at a stalemate here in this tag team matchup. Well, they run that play well, and they've got the advantage again. And Brandon G drops the elbow. Greatness and Tenacious. If they can make it as a team, tonight will be a great starting point.
And a big headbutt from Chase Bell.
It looks like he used that mask. You know what? Tenacious attacked the nose earlier and he goes face first. Bridge of the nose connects with the buckle. And that is dragging him by that protective mask into his corner. Doing his best to try and stop the stump.
And right now, Chase Bell, maybe tonight was not the night for him to compete.
Well, it might not have been the night, but he can't second guess himself now. He's in the heat of the moment. The match is happening.
And he is fighting hard to make sure that Ricky Tenacious is not able to slam himself face first into the mat.
Crowd rallying behind Chase Bell. But I don't even know if that's going to help when he's coming to a match with this kind of injury.
And it looked like Chase Bell was ready to make the tag, but he's in the wrong corner.
Yeah, again, you know, the swelling from a broken nose, that can impair your vision to a certain level.
It looks like Chase Bell able to get the boot up, and there's the forearm connecting. And Brandon G is a little late.
Oh man, so close. Can he make the tag? Made the tag, but Ricky Tenacious distracts the referee. The referee not having much trust for Xander and Bell there, not believing that the tag was made. Well, that time, here comes Nick Xander, who's also battling through an injury himself. The fractured ribs. Great combination. Inverted atomic drop. Second time. Ricky Tenacious had to feel that.
And right now it's Nick Xander with the knee to Brandon G.
Look at this, wheelbarrow. Right to the side of the head, sit out. I think they call it the cardiac arrest. And is this an end for Brandon G? It is. off the second half of 2021 for Nick Xander and Chase Bell with that victory over Greatness and Tenacious. Bright future for this tag team. Overcame their injury tonight to get the victory. But what does the rest of the year, what does the future hold for these two? Because there is a deep FSW tag team division they have to navigate through if they eventually want to challenge the current champions, Cutthroat Cody and Jacob Austin Young, Death Brew.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by his manager, MK. Representing the MK Army, Toa Leona.
Say, Jake, is that MK has built up an army of monsters.
MK has built an army. Here's the problem though. Every single one of his battle plans thus far, to take the title away from Hammerstone has been foiled. Night one of the anniversary event was a great night for MK. He thought he had created the perfect plan by bringing EC3 into the fold, but I don't know that power.
Well, at the anniversary show, he had 2 shots, and he screwed that up.
Exactly. He thought he had the perfect plan uniting Juicy Finau and EC3 to challenge Hammerstone, but night 2 that plan fell apart.
Well, he didn't take into account the egos of EC3 and Juicy both wanting to be the guy to walk out as champion.
Yeah, and he didn't take into account the odds Hammerstone is capable of overcoming.
MK just hit a fan. What is wrong with this guy?
He's like David Schultz.
All I can say right now.
Recently appeared on CNN too.
Well, the fans obviously telling you exactly how they feel about MK.
Sir, and your mother taught me how.
Did he just admit to what they were saying?
I think he confused himself.
And I put every piece together of the MK Army. I have got with me a gentleman, 6'4", 300 pounds. There is nothing that will ever take him down. If we are afraid, then you're an insane fool. You're an insane fool. You shut up. Marcus Anderson.
MK not happy about what went down, and now he's trying to position the Nordic Warrior, Marcus Anderson. Marcus Anderson, when he gets to the back, may have to worry about Graves beating his ass.
Well, speaking of Graves, Toa Liona, as impressive as he is, was not able to overcome the God of War at night 2 of the anniversary event. And part of that was MK's fault. MK had thought he was going to use his hand sanitizer once again against Graves, but Graves was one step ahead of MK. But tonight it looks like MK has set up Toa Liona, the Samoan Lion, to get the dinner, to get the feeding he was supposed to get at the anniversary show.
Yeah, Toa Liona definitely very impressive, especially with his partner Juicy, Toko Uso. Definite threats to the tag championships as well as any other title that they want to go after here in FSW. And if you look at Marcus Anderson, you know, he's definitely got some size.
He has some size, but Toa Liona has almost all the size.
And Toa just tosses Marcus Anderson to the side. The one thing we've seen in the short time with Marcus Anderson, he does not give up easily.
No, he doesn't. He's definitely a fighter. And you're going to need to be a fighter when you step against this man. Overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Awful landing for the Nordic Warrior.
Right now, Toa very, very methodical, slowly making his way back.
Well, that's the thing about Toa. Slow and methodical, but he's doing exactly what he wants to do. He wants to enjoy this punishment. He wants to savor this. Not smart. Just spiked them like a football in the end zone.
Right now, Toa Liona having his way to Samoan Lion.
Well, that's what you have to do. You have to strike suddenly against Toa. Otherwise, you have no shot. Oh, no. Wow, he drilled him. Raideen bomb.
And Toa trying to make a statement to everyone, including Hammerstone and Graves in the heavyweight division, that whether Juicy and Toko Uso are around, that Toa is a man who's going to stand on his own 2 feet. And he would love the opportunity to take on Hammerstone at any time.
Absolutely, he was the odd man out when it came to the Rumble. Back at the anniversary show. A great outing. Oh my God! That's how he skins animals before dinner. Marcus Anderson smartly ducks, but smartly doesn't leave town.
And it looked like he was going to try to mount the comeback.
Oh my God! Threw himself. See, that's the thing. Before he finishes that guy off, he wants to make sure the guy is legitimately finished.
This match is all done with, but Toa said, not yet. He is not done punishing him.
He loves it when the man who faces him, his opponent, misses time after one of his matches. He likes to put people on the disabled list.
And right now, Toa taking his time. He is talking with MK.
Oh man! Full head of steam, chest first. The buckle, and again, Marcus Anderson not following it up with the best decisions.
And he is trying his damnedest, but right now it's having no effect on the Samoan Lion.
Runs through him. He didn't even get him with all his shoulder, and he was still able to floor him. Ramana takes his head off. Yeah. tonight it's no one from MK's Army challenging Hammerstone for the title, but you got to figure at some point Toa Liona will want Hammerstone in the ring. And given the schedule Hammerstone keeps between FSW, MLW, and his other matches, just touring the country as one of the most active wrestlers in the game, having to square off with the Samoan Lion.
This is the next
Fed to
heavyweight
the Lions for Hammerstone because this is a dangerous man.
roster, let the hunt begin!
Who doesn't give a damn about human life?
Are you paying
or
attention?
people's well-being? I'm going to talk over him.
This is the
I would
heavyweight
not
champ.
talk over him when he was speaking Thank you for joining us tonight on the FSW Network. We have a huge weekend coming up starting August 20th. August 21st will be FSW versus GCW. And Future Stars of Women's Wrestling returns on August 22nd. And speaking of Future Stars of Women's Wrestling, I'm about to be joined by the professor of the women's wrestling scene, Allison Danger. What up? Oh, it's been 2 weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest scheduled for one
I know,
fall
we need you here for that.
is a four-way women's matchup. Introducing first, from parts unknown,
I'll try.
Alice Blair.
Blair, which makes up for her lack of size, with the power she packs from every offensive weapon she brings to this game, developing quite the following in FSW. A little bit of her uniqueness, a little bit of her oddness, that's what's made some of the fans attach themselves to her. Brings a lot of energy once the bell rings.
And participant number 2, from Anchorage, Alaska, Freya the Slayer.
Dangerous and powerful, Freya the Slayer has been one of the most destructive forces in the FSW women's division. Another athlete who tries to travel the most she can, see the most competition she can across the country. And one day, she's going to burst through the scene here on the independent wrestling scene and find herself maybe as the actual queen of women's wrestling in the United States. First time.
Participant number 3, from Phoenix, Arizona, she is Bryn Thorne.
Couple different versions of Bryn Thorne in FSW. We've seen her overcome some odds when she's been in an underdog situation. We've seen her turn up the heat on people when she's got a little bit of a fire on her, when she's trying to prove a point. But tonight she's got to try and win herself a sudden death 4-way matchup. First fall is going to win it.
And our 4th participant, she is from Las Vegas, Nevada. She is lightning in a bottle, Sandra Moon.
The most popular wrestler in FSW, I've been saying it for months now, Sandra Moon. She thought she had finally accomplished what she set out to do since she began in this sport, and that was win the FSW championship from Maserati, but it wasn't meant to be.
scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 169 pounds, Percy Drews.
Part of the New Talent Initiative, Percy Drews comes to us from Dayton, Ohio, trained by the Callahan crew.
Popples and Drews in the building tonight.
Congo Kong, Zachary Wentz, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. Percy Drew, known for his high-flying ability, but he's also found himself competing on the deathmatch scene in professional wrestling.
Oh, is that right?
Hell yeah! He's looking to make a name for himself in every style. He's coming to Vegas tonight, putting himself on the map from the West Coast.
And his opponent, one half of Creature Feature. He is the Lost Cause, Adriel Noctis.
Hopefully Creature Feature doesn't go 0-2 tonight as Adriel Noctis, after his spectacular performance against Eli Everfly, the only thing he didn't do was win the match.
Yeah, it was a breakout performance in a lot of ways. Him and Eli Everfly stole the show back on June 5th. Pumped Through the Storm. Can rewatch that on the FSW network here. Adriel Noctis. I mean, I kind of say it almost every time he competes here. If he continues to improve at his current rate, at some point, he's going to be in the main events here at FSW and holding a championship. He is that good, and he's showing that much improvement just about every time he steps in the ring.
And this is a match that basically was made on Twitter, Jake. As some of the fans, they were talking about bringing Percy Drews in. And Percy Drews took it upon himself to get to FSW and take this matchup against Adriel Noctis to try to put himself on the map, as you said, here on the West Coast.
Well, he has a great showing. If they have a match that's as exciting as the match Adriel Noctis had with Eli Everfly, or the tag match he and Lazarus had against Young Guided a while back. I mean, he's going to be back here in Vegas at some point. To the speed these two are starting it out with, no feeling out process. Just quick as a hiccup action, both having the same idea.
Sounds like a twins chant is going on between the two.
Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, they seem a little more similar than that.
I think Isaac's DeVito in this case as the people in the ring. That's the ref, by the way. Oh, look at that. Percy Drews rolls through. Gets about a 2 count. Soul button. Oh, what a kick. Look at that, the way he reached back to that neck breaker.
And another 2 count, as we said. Percy Drews, you want to talk about a fast-paced match early on. No feeling out process here tonight.
What's interesting to me is just the location. I got to see two of his trainers, Ace Austin and Zachary Wentz, in the early stages of their careers. I see a lot of them in him. Oh my God, connected right to the side of the head.
So far, Percy Drews is looking very impressive.
Up he goes. Looks like he's had Laz's number until now. When Laz takes you to the outside, your well-being is cursed. Ask Eli Everfly and now ask Percy Drews, because Lazarus planning on going to hell.
And he is just firing Percy Drews into the metal guardrail.
Percy Drews, if he makes it out of this match in one piece, is going to have the worst experience of his life flying back home. Win or lose.
And now will Adriel going for the cover. 1, 2. But that is still not enough to put away the youngster.
That's the thing. Adriel Noctis, not a lot of years in the sport, but he didn't waste any time. He saw Percy Drews kicked out. He decided to stay on him and pound down on him with those shots.
And Adriel Noctis kind of acting a little bit like a bully right there. He's kind of, you know, not welcoming very much Percy Drews here to Las Vegas.
Did you expect him to? He's not known for his warm heart.
Oh, and look at that. He is caught.
Great display of strength, and whoa! Muscled him all the way up, brings him down, goes for the cover here.
And it's a 2 count from Adriel Noctis, who seemed to be taking control of this match after the fight broke out on the outside.
Well, that's the thing. Any man that's been under the tutelage of Primo, worked with a guy like Lazarus, you don't want to go outside the ring where it's not safe against a guy like Adriel Noctis. Percy Drews, though, goes up, rolls through, almost delayed it a little bit. Oh, stomps the fingers.
And then he connects with the kick, and there's the double stomp.
Right to the spine. Noctis in trouble here.
And once again, this time a 2 count from Percy Drews on to Adriel.
And Adriel trying to create some separation by going to the ropes. Throws him in. Right on the attack. The exposed midsection before hitting those uppercuts.
Oh, and the kick right to the side of the head as Percy Drews goes down. Could this be it?
Hooks the leg again, but this time also gets a 2 count. Percy Drews didn't travel all the way to Las Vegas to get shown up. He's already taken an incredible amount of punishment, but he wants everybody in this building, everybody watching at home, to remember his name for his FSW debut. He wants an impressive outing tonight.
And the huge chop once again. And Percy Drews, he is just seemingly a step too slow when it comes to what's going on with him and Adriel Noctis.
What is Percy Drews putting together here? Percy Drews rolls him through. Gets a 2 count. He was really stacking some offense. And it seems like he's definitely winning some fans over.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They're liking what they see from the youngster.
A lot of the new talent that's come FSW over the last 8 months or so has found themselves rising the ranks here. Percy Drews wants to be one of the people that is able to accomplish that. Oh my God!
And that connected right to the side of the head. This could be the beginning of the end for Adriel Noctis.
Yes, storms in with that punch. But Adriel Noctis thought he had broken it, but always watch those kicks. Ripcord.
And the knee connects right to the jaws. Percy Drews take it over.
Percy Drews looking to end it here. Ace of crushers out of the corner.
And this has got to be it. 1, 2.
Took a little too much time going for the cover, but you can't blame Percy Drews for that because he's physically been through the ringer in this match. Calling his shot.
And it looks like Adriel is quick to get to the feet.
Another one of those kicks. Adriel just plops right to the canvas.
And here Percy Drews, he is going to the top. But once again, Adriel has a little bit left in the tank.
Oh my, oh no! A horrific angle on that landing from that DDT.
And he is not done.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's gonna finish this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the Lost Cause, Adriel Lockton.
From where I was sitting, that DDT could have been the end of it. But Adriel Adriel Noctis, it looks like he could have ended it after the horrific angle from that DDT from the ropes, but he wanted to make sure he could put away Percy Drews because he realized Percy Drews had incredible resilience and he needed one final shot, one final kill shot in this matchup. Great debut for Percy Drews. Awesome win for Adriel Noctis in this singles matchup.
Want to remind everybody that we got a big weekend coming up on SummerSlam weekend, but first, our next event is going to be Friday night, July 23rd, another edition of High Octane, where you will see No Limits champion Ice Williams. Chris Bay will be wrestling Watson on that event, as well as the Nevada State champion Remy Marcel, and a whole lot more. Also, don't forget SummerSlam weekend. We got a big weekend in store for you. Friday night, late night show, Natural Born Killers. Saturday, August 21st, we're going to do a 12 noon show. FSW versus GCW. The best of both companies will be battling it out. Tickets will be going on sale this week, and we already got a bunch of reserves, so they're moving quick. And on Sunday, August 22nd, the future stars of women's wrestling will return. So mark it down in your calendar right now. We got another singles matchup scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Wise Guy.
Secret in professional wrestling.
In every FSW outing, still looking for that win that's really going to cement his spot here on the FSW roster, but tonight he's got a chance to do that.
You know, without a doubt, Wise Guy, one of the more talented wrestlers that we have brought to FSW over the past few years. But as you said, he's just not able to get that elusive big victory.
And he's always done his best to face the top competition in FSW, but tonight he's got to face the tippity top of FSW.
And his opponent from 6 feet deep, this is Graves.
And one thing you got to admit, Jake, that Wise Guy, he takes on the best there is. Recent losses were to Remy Marcel and Hammerstone, and now he's stepping in with one of the longest reigning FSW champions of all time, Graves.
Yeah, FSW Triple Crown winner, FSW Wrestler of the Year. Graves at one point was undefeated in singles action in FSW for 26 months.
And he had some impressive victories over the likes of Lance Hoyt, as well as Stephan Bonner in a Natural Born Killers style no ropes match. And there is not one person in this world that Graves would ever be worried about.
Now the God of War, the submission warrior, Wise Guy though, he's ready to make his mark in FSW. As you mentioned, he's not afraid to face the best competition. Remy Martel, Hammerstone. Also found himself in the Cash in the Case ladder match last March. As great as Graves is, Wise Guy is one of those people that if he beat Graves, I don't know if you would actually call it an upset. As much of a rite of passage to the top of SFW. So I have a feeling if Wise Guy can ever really get a true winning streak going in FSW, people are going to be in trouble. The FSW locker room is not going to know how to handle a Wise Guy that has a ton of momentum.
And early on, Graves gets the crowd behind him like always, but now, a la Bret Hart, he's always having to give out free merch. Who doesn't like free merch?
Yeah, he's got the Bret Hart thing when he gives that to the fans. I think of him as the modern day version of Stu Hart, the way he just enjoys causing agony for people as he stretches them and submits them.
Yeah, he really enjoys himself inside that ring.
He does.
Right now, we can't start the match. Graves needs to get that selfie in.
Finally getting that social media imprint.
He had a big week. He added 8 new followers, so, you know. He's probably made like 3 posts the entire year.
More than I make.
And Graves almost looks like he might be ready to start the fight.
Graves likes to take his time. He's not in a rush. As you said, he likes to enjoy his time with the lights on, in the heat, and when he steps inside that ring.
Right, and usually a lot of times the matches don't last that long, so Graves wants to get his camera time in as much as possible. So he does it before the match.
It's hard to really decipher who would have the power advantage here.
You know, Wise Guy's a big, strong guy, but I can't believe that he is in the same league as Graves, who pound for pound may be the strongest man in FSW history.
Very much so. One thing I would give Wise Guy the advantage in is speed and agility. He moves around incredibly.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Wise Guy has a great offensive arsenal. But the question is, once again, is it going to be enough to take out the former champ?
He has to stay vertical. He can't go to the ground where Graves will eat him up. Oh my God! Graves is starting this one fast and dangerous. One of his biggest offensive weapons he unloads with to kick off the match.
And he almost kicks off the head of Wise Guy. And it looks like he may be trying to put him away extremely quick tonight.
Oh my God! Hurling himself into Wise Guy. Oh, maybe Wise Guy was not prepared for this. Graves, as we mentioned, he likes to take his time with things. Instead, he starts to out. Corkscrew. Graves is saying it.
Obviously, he's not being paid per minute.
No, he is not. He's not paid by the minute. He's got that star-spangled wrist tape on.
And Wise Guy, that's the first good move he's made so far tonight.
Yeah, Wise Guy had to tuck tail and run. He had to retreat to the outside. The only place Graves wasn't. Doesn't matter the heat he gets from the fans about bailing. He can't let that bother him because the beating Graves was dishing out to him was going to bother him even more than anything anyone could say. What are the kids saying?
I don't know. There's been a lot of sayings tonight that I have no idea what they're saying.
I don't know what the... Yeah, Graves was looking at me to find out what the kids were chanting. Probably some Fortnite reference I wouldn't get. Oh, man, Wise Guy, lured him in.
And he connected with the big knee, and now it seems like Wise Guy's 100%.
Wise Guy took his time, recovered on the outside, and lured in Graves. So he could control of this matchup.
And Wise Guy went for the quick pin, and Graves kicked out before the referee was able to count one.
Pass off the ropes, comes.
But Wise Guy is a veteran, and I'm pretty sure he understands that he is going to put the pressure on, because he knows he needs to pull out the A game tonight if he wants to upset the former champ, who has seemingly got back on track after losing the title with the big win night 2 of our anniversary show against the Samoan Lion.
That was hard-hitting. That was a hard-hitting matchup he had with the Samoan Lion. And look at Graves just using his incredible power to block Wise Guy. Oh, single leg drop kick.
And he even hesitated for a second, but was still able to connect.
He wanted to make sure he had pinpoint accuracy on that drop kick.
You know, it's pretty impressive when you can, in midair, kind of hesitate. And the pressure from Wise Guy, he keeps putting it on Graves. He knows he's got to be a non-stop machine if he wants to get the victory here tonight.
This is a big singles match for Wise Guy. Him beating Graves would get him the momentum. It would get him on a winning track that would be tough to derail. Like I said, one big win for Wise Guy should really make everyone in the FSW locker room take notice, because a Wise Guy with momentum is going to be dangerous. Another cover, Graves able to escape. Fans, as usual, firmly behind Graves. One of the more popular wrestlers in FSW. Even the night he lost the heavyweight title against his best friend Hammerstone, it seemed like a large portion of the crowd wanted Graves to retain. Always going to have that FSW fan base behind him.
No doubt about it, but Wise Guy once again looking impressive. Fought off the early onslaught from Graves.
That drop kick to the chest sends Graves flying into the ropes. Count, I mean, Wise Guy throws a great drop kick. Didn't like he got all of Graves with it. That's a massive chest though that he kicked. And Wise Guy's not done yet.
But he's taking time. He's looking at the crowd.
Flies in the Graves, gets caught. Oh!
And the torque.
Drives him down hard. The loudness of the crowd actually has me tripping over my words. I can't hear what I'm saying. Fans are psyched for Graves.
I'm telling you.
Who would have thought Graves would be the most popular wrestler you have in the age, like 10 to 12 demographic?
I'll tell you what.
Oh, look at that one, somehow able to evade, but doesn't get very far. Flares his trunks. Wise Guy, though, connects to the back elbow.
Oh, and look at that, the big forearm, and they're firing back. And I'm not sure Wise Guy wants to get in a toe-to-toe with Graves, and it looks like he's starting to wobble just a little.
Yeah, they were throwing 4th of July fireworks at each other before Wise Guy cuts them off. And you actually hear the wind come out of the sails of the fans once Wise Guy stopped Graves. That's not why Wise Guy does it. He doesn't care what the fans think of him.
And both men are down, and it looks like Wise Guy might get to his feet first.
Well, he was the last one to initiate offense. He should be back to his feet first, but Graves.
And he is up as Graves gets to his knees.
Graves has that pain tolerance. Oh man, tried to go up and over, connects with a jumping knee. Rocks Graves, rubber legs. Graves catches him. Release, Death Valley driver. Explosive offense out of Graves.
And Graves is fired up, and he wants to put away the wise guy. And as you know, it is never an easy task.
There it is, the head and arm choke. She likes to apply the body scissors to put people away, but wise guy in the ropes. Referee distracted, doesn't catch it. Wise guy just went low. Referee was applying the count, didn't hear it. Didn't see it, I should say. Was able to sneak in that low blow before he hits the drop kick.
You know, the veteran move from Wise Guy has Graves reeling.
Graves in trouble. Up and over. He tries to. Graves catches him. Does Graves have balls of steel? Recovered quickly.
And he has got him perched.
Oh! Release German suplex.
1, 2, 3, and there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Graves.
Another win for Graves. Back to the way we know him after losing the FSW Championship 3 months back. At one point we thought of him as one of the angriest men in FSW. But what makes him happy is what happened tonight. Competition, able to dish out punishment. Making people who run their mouth a little too much feel pain. And will a man who runs his mouth a little too much feel pain tonight in our main event? Regret the Threat goes one-on-one with the FSW heavyweight champion, Hammerstone.
Well, he wished for it, Jake, and now he's going to get that opportunity to be the first rookie ever to be heavyweight champion. The odds makers don't feel like he's got much of a chance, though.
Well, think about it. Killer Cross couldn't do it. Hammerstone didn't do it. Chris Bay didn't do it.
That is right.
Can Threat become the first rookie of the year, or a self-proclaimed rookie of the year, to win the FSW title?
All right, everybody, our next contest is a fatal four-way scheduled for one fall of the first 10 wins. Introducing first, part of the FSW New Talent Initiative. Let's welcome Travis Titan.
Newcomer here to FSW, Jake Travis Titan, trained by WWE superstar Seth Rollins.
Yeah, back in the Brave Academy graduates, also one of the learning team tree of Truth Martini, a competitor from the Midwest who's already had a very busy 2021, finally comes out west and wants to test himself in future stars of wrestling against some of the best competitors we have out here. Much like Percy Drew's, a great showing tonight would definitely open up some eyes to this man's abilities and where he belongs and what he's capable of.
Participant number 2,
Representing the Suavecitos, he is Young Fuego, Adrian Quest. A man who, ever since he's become part of the Suavecitos, he has upped their game, but he has been on a roll here in FSW himself.
Well, 3-0 since they joined the game. 2 of those victories for Adrian Quest came at the FSW anniversary events on June 18th and 19th, winning his scramble match over Midas Creed, Randy Gatson, and Funny Bone, and the next night, Quest led the Suavecitos to 6-man tag team victory.
and our third participant, representing the unguided Matt Vandergrift.
one of the most talented men here in FSW, with Damian Drake and without Damian Drake, Matt Vandergriff, he is definitely a man that could win any and every championship here in FSW.
And what a weekend he had at the FSW anniversary events. Lasting the longest in the 30-man rumble. The following night scoring the biggest singles victory of his career over TJ Perkins in what was an absolutely incredible matchup. Matt Vandergriff is really staking his claim in FSW.
And our final participant, he is the baddest bitch from the 305, Jay Vidal.
You talk about Grays, but this man right here might arguably be the most popular man here in FSW. Listen to that crowd.
Yeah, him. I said about Sandra Boone also, but Jay Vidal has really won over the hearts here of the fans in FSW. He was able to defeat Gregory Sharp at the anniversary event. Everything might not have ended the way he wanted, but he was able to secure the victory on night one.
Absolutely, Jay Vidal. A lot of people could go the other way after losing their tag partner, but Jay Vidal has gone on a roll, and he is another man who should be in line for an opportunity against No Limits champion Ice Williams.
I think whoever comes out of this match with a win should be in line for a title shot, whether it's against Ice, Remy, or Hammerstone. Any one of these four will be tremendous competition for our current singles title holders.
You know, Travis Titan, he is the wild card. We hear a lot of great things about him, but he's taken on three of the best in the No Limits division.
Quest on that three-match winning streak since his return to FSW. Jay Vidal able to defeat his nemesis, Gregory Sharp, at the anniversary event. I mean, you can win these fans over with a great performance, but you actually have to perform first.
Exactly. If he took the Percy Drews route and actually wrestled, then, you know, the fans will give an opportunity, as all four men, and Vandergriff and Jay Vidal both connect with kicks to the side of the head.
Just like Let It Ride, these two had a one-on-one singles match, an FSW Match of the Year candidate. Well, there comes America's baddest bitch with that spinning head scissors, takes Vandergriff to the outside. Titan, though, gets low bridge, falls to the floor, but Jay Vidal not able to see Adrian Quest attack from behind.
Adrian Quest making a big name for himself this year, part of the New Japan Strong.
Oh, look at that step up, Hurricane Rana.
And a big back body drop.
Sends Jay Vidal down hard and doesn't let up. Matches like this, so quick moving. You always gotta be on your toes. First fall wins it. Pinfall over submission, sudden death rules here. One more drop kick.
And he connects, and Jay Vidal goes down, but here's Matt Vandergriff.
Here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, and look at this.
Spins out of it, hits the arm drag. Doesn't get all that drop kick, sends Vandergriff to the corner, and Titan gets Stasiak out. And that agility from Vandergriff. Vandergriff, every single time here, makes you question what humans are capable of. Every single time you surprise people like that. I don't even know how you put that together. Kay Brada breaks it up.
And here's Travis Titan finally able to get in the ring.
He calls it falling with style now. Rebound German suplex. The new man in the matchup, new man in the company, Travis Titan, went after Vandegrift the minute he saw the opportunity. Side suplex. Yeah, you don't pose in Jay Vidal's house without permission. Oh!
One of the biggest spine busters I have seen in a very long time. The height Travis Titan got Jay Vidal up.
Yeah, you should call it the spine severer. As Jay Vidal landed hard and dangerously. And on the outside, Vandegrift Vidal fighting it out. Travis Titan has him in his sight line. Running sledge to Vandegrift. It's mocking the idea of what we see sometimes here. Oh, Quest, Tope Suicida. Hits Vandegrift, hits Titan.
And now all four men on the outside is Jay Vidal. Some forearms and headbutts connecting as Matt Vandegrift slides back in the ring.
What is Vandegrift doing? Oh, no! And he tucks that Tope Con Hero.
And the crowd, they are on their feet. And right now, Matt Vandegrift.
He might as well just re-nickname himself the Holy Shit Matt Vandegrift. Because he is incredible.
And he looks like he was holding his shoulder. Might want to pay attention to that as Vandegrift goes up top.
Vandegrift, that's a problem when you go up backwards. You can't see what's going on behind you. Travis Titan finally seems to be embracing the fans, the hatred of the fans.
And look at this, all three as
What's going on? Triple German with a dash of Asai DDT on top. Not a healthy meeting in the middle for Vandegrift and Jay Vidal.
And right now it just looks like a huge car crash as all four men and the fans are extremely happy with what they're watching right now.
This is the type of action fans want to see. This is the type of thing that creates memories for the fan. Is the athletes giving it their all, doing everything they can to try and win. What kind of I don't know how this alliance is going to work out.
Well, most of the time we know how it works out.
Yeah, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I couldn't see it working out well. And Jay Vidal never let it happen.
Oh, and look at this, Jay Vidal looking to finish him off.
And he tucks him before he drops him on his neck.
And now Matt Vandegrift and Jay Vidal.
So quick though.
You know, these two could go at it forever and we'd still enjoy what we see.
Crucifix driver. Just gets a 2 count.
How about a best of 7, Jay Vidal and Matt Vandegrift?
I'd be down for it. Jay Vidal looks like he wants to be able to pin Vandegrift. The man coming off a victory over TJP. What? Well, no DQ in matches like this. Gregory Sharp just can't let it go. Oh, but Jay Vidal's not going to let it go. You don't interrupt one of his matches, but Gregory Sharp.
Oh, and look at these two. They are just, there is hatred between these two men.
I don't think you're going to be able to separate these two. There's too much hatred.
And Jay Vidal and Gregory Sharp, it leaves 3, Quest, Travis Titan, and Vandegrift.
Yeah, at least for the time being, Jay Vidal can be a non-factor in this match. Travis Titan, Adrian Quest now The man with the most improved. Look at Adrian Quest. Around the world he goes. La Magistral. Will this be tight enough to get the pin? No.
Oh, and look at this, Adrian Quest.
Adrian Quest sees an opening to get another victory. Death Valley bomb, but Matt Vandergriff not going to let it end that way.
And this has turned into a three-way, a fatal three-way. One pin still wins as Quest goes to the outside. And right now, Matt Vandergriff, he has an opportunity here. The reversal from Travis Titan.
The corner goes Vandergriff. Vandergriff, though, dodges and charges. So what's he looking for? Travis Titan able to escape, springs up. Coming down, smashing him with that forearm. Look at Adrian Quest. 40 ounce, bounce. Sweeps the leg. Is this going to do it here? Adrian Quest, 4, no! I thought he was going to get 4 in a row.
But look at this, Adrian Quest, he saw that he didn't have the pinfall and he got right back and he is going up top.
Tried the moonsault, he saw Titan. He rolled out of the way, lands on his feet. Titan though, leg clutch, brainbuster. Vandergriff, springboard 450.
What a matchup, Matt Vandergriff. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the contest, Matt Vandergriff.
These are the type of matches on what makes FSW great. Vandergriff, Quest, Titan, and Vidal put it all out there. But in the end, Matt Vandergriff, the one that came out victorious. The type of action you can see on the FSW network, the type of matches you will see SummerSlam weekend, August 20th to August 22nd. Make sure you continually check out FSWVegas.com for lineups, talents, and the matches that will transpire that weekend, the biggest weekend in Vegas wrestling history. And what kind of things will Matt Vandergriff do that weekend to make him stand out from the pack? Because Matt Vandergriff, once again, steals the show in FSW.
And add another top match for the Match of the Year candidate with Matt Vandergriff and Jay Vidal in it.
Wrestler of the Year candidates for those two at this point.
Once again, everybody, we return in 2 weeks. Actually, 3 weeks. July 23rd. There you go. High Octane returns Friday night, July 23rd, as well as Future Shock on Saturday, July 31st. Mark it down in your calendar. Right now, we are ready for our main event of the evening, scheduled for one fall. And it is for the FSW Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger, the self-proclaimed 2021 Rookie of the Year, Bret the Threat.
There may be a riot, Jake, if Bret the Threat walks out of this as the FSW Heavyweight Champion.
There may be a riot if Bret the Threat just speaks tonight.
Well, it looks like he is grabbing a microphone.
This guy, the reason he was called out by the champion is because Hammerstone's gone through some phases in FSW. He was once the guy a little too cocky for his position on the card, and he doesn't want that in his locker locker room. Bret the Thread has had trouble with management. He's had trouble with other members of the FSW Academy, but now he has trouble with the leader of FSW, Hammerstone.
I had heard rumors that he is now pretty much ostracized from the FSW locker room, and he needs to change in the closest bathroom. Can't confirm that one, Jake.
The third Paul brother, the long-lost Paul brother.
First thing what the Thread needs is for each and every one of you to shut up and stare.
I'm surprised the fans just don't stand up and turn their back on him when he speaks.
No rookie in history has ever done what the Thread has done. He's on the most iconic winning streak. He's on the most iconic winning streak. He's taking out tag teams. He's retiring people.
His opponent, he is three-time FSW heavyweight champion, Hammerstone.
The only three-time FSW heavyweight champion. And think of the men that held that title. Matt Hardy, Brian Cage, Eli Drake, Karrion Kross, Chris Bay, but only Hammerstone is the man to hold that title 3 times. Hammerstone's first taste of FSW success. Hammerstone's first taste of
Hammerstone, you can come in here tonight, hot top and cheese, step on the damn road, but as soon as you turn around, the 2021 rookie will stand right the hell right here, slap you in the face, hit you on the middle, choke you out, break your ankle, doesn't make a damn beat, because I'm taking that FSW title, that's a damn thing you can do.
How long has someone wanted to do that? Well, Bret the Thread was finally shut up, at least for the time being. Hammerstone, tired of somebody running the mouth in his promotion, the place where he is king.
And despite the accolades of Bret the Thread, Hammerstone, a locker room leader here in FSW, does not like his attitude, and he said he is out to destroy this youngster.
Like Hammerstone said, he was once that cocky guy who had a little too much ego for his position in the company, but those days are over. Now it's his chance, it's his time to lead this company with pride and keep people's egos in check. I mean, he'll give you as many as you want. Chant one more time again, he'll do it.
And the man with all the mixed martial arts experience, the loudest mouth in the FSW locker room, doesn't seem to have much to say at this moment.
Think about what Hammerstone overcame at the anniversary event. MK thought he had the perfect plan, bringing EC3 and Juicy Finau together to take that title from Hammerstone. Some cracks in the plans of MK, and Hammerstone was able to take care of EC3 and Juicy Finau and remain the FSW champion.
And it looks like that Bret the Thread, who's been trying to cash some checks, has got to rethink what is going on, because right now Hammerstone is just decimating the youngster. Maybe it's a little early for that title shot, but Bret the Thread, he signed a contract and told anybody that they want can sign it, and Hammerstone was the first one to step up.
We had about 10 seconds. It looked like Bret the the Threat was mounting a comeback, but Hammerstone hits that exploder. And Bret the Threat should probably just, Bret the Threat should have just went home. Once the reality of what was going to happen set in, Bret the Threat should have just no-showed. Unprofessional, but he just should have no-showed.
You know, Bret feeling sky high after being tossed from the Rumble. Got his revenge by taking out Dave Mazzani on night 2. And he is riding high, and look.
Seriously? Is Class seriously going to take the opportunity now? Hammerstone's warmed up, he's fresh. He's on cloud 9 with the beating he just gave Bret the Threat. I would think a doctor of psychology would, that's what I would think. He would rethink this decision.
Yeah, you would think you'd want to wait for a better time.
The Class has taunted Remy Marcel. Seriously? No. You know, Clash showing his true colors. That while he may be a mental genius, he's also a coward. He's also that.
And Class, he has thought probably more than twice about it, but look at this, Bret the Threat, he has been able to get up.
Wait a minute. Hammerstone not aware. Bret the Threat back to his feet. I mean, maybe Class is actually a genius. If he calls the distraction and let the Bret the Threat winning the title from Hammerstone.
And then cashing in.
Yeah. It would be a weaker champion, no offense to Bret. But Bret the Threat is now on the attack.
And Bret the Threat still feeling the pain.
Well, he had a good run. Oh, man, dodges. Oh, look at that. Leg bar, and look at the way he's contorting the ankle of Hammerstone. He's got his hands tight. He's got his grip locked in.
Bret, the MMA guy who could put you in any position and make you tap. He could be our new champion.
He's a submission specialist.
And Hammerstone, we have never seen him give up.
Oh, look at that, making it more difficult for Hammerstone to try and counter or twist, or try to leverage away the pain by rolling over his body, but Hammerstone, no choice, had to reach the ropes. Hammerstone, no slouch when it comes to the match, but he does not have the submission proficiency that Bret the Threat brings to the table.
And that was the opportunity, Bret the Threat, but look at this, Hammerstone.
Military press. Brings Bret down. Bret tried to roll through to alleviate some of the impact. Oh my God! Release powerbomb.
And he might be out on his feet, Bret the Threat.
Well, he might be out on his side. He's done. Not a lot of movement out of Bret the Threat. Luckily, the greatest part that's not moving is his mouth.
And look at this, Hammerstone's got him up.
Nightmare pendulum.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still FSW Heavyweight Champion, Hammerstone.
Well, what a night we had here in our return to the FSW Network. shuts up the loudest mouth in FSW, but retains the title. Another successful defense from the champion. We will be back on the FSW network on Friday, July 23rd for High Octane. Saturday, July 31st for Future Shock. And the biggest weekend of Vegas wrestling is coming. August 20th to August 22nd. Natural Born Killers, FSW versus GCW. And Future Stars of Women's Wrestling returns. Make sure you visit FSW Vegas for more information on those events. For Joe DeFalco, I'm Jake Black. Thank you for joining us tonight for Scars and Stripes.